Evening everybody, and welcome to Ipswich for round 9 of the Classic Hot Rod English National Series. Great evening, weather-wise, as we've been inundated with torrential showers on the way down from the northwest of England today, from my humble abode. But let's take a look at those drivers who are competing at Ipswich tonight. And the first of which we can see is the A40 of Graham Boyd, driving car 445. Car that he shares throughout the season with his son Craig. But both him and his son have been putting in some great drives in this superb looking machine. Craig having won a final earlier this year at Hennesford. So tonight 445 Graham Boyd driving the Austin A40. Moving back across the pits, and we come to a driver who is brand new to Classic Hot Rods for season 2014, and this being number 58, Steve Lumley. Steve driving the former Glenn Moore Mark II that Glenn retired with last season. This car has been completely reworked by Sumney Howard Car Preparations. And Steve, a former circuit racer in the MR2 series, has made the switch over to Classic Hot Rods. A man who is certainly well versed in motor racing circles is Mr. Lumley, having been involved in operations here at Ipswich, and is good friends with Andy Stewart and indeed with Chris Hurd, the National Hot Rod World title holder. So that's Mr. Lumley, car 58. Moving across pit lane, we have 444 Gary Andrew. Again, family organisation in evidence as Gary gets that car prepared for this evening's racing. The man who's really sort of brought it together this season is the man of 444, having won heat and final earlier this season at Great Yarmouth, and now that he's got the handling of that car set up to his satisfaction, very pleased indeed. So that's 444 Gary Andrews. Moving across, and another driver immediately in evidence with the Anglia, and good to see him making a return to racing after his early season sabbatical is number 30 Jamie Bowring. Jamie also having recovered from a hand injury that he suffered at the wheel of racing a scrambler motorcycle, and now fighting fit and ready to take part with the four-wheeled variety of motorsport once again. Right next to Jamie is his brother John, the man who joined Classic Hot Rods in 2014. There he is, and already having got to grips with Classic Hot Rods very well indeed, using his former stock rod experience to good effect. And John having already won one race earlier this season at Hennesford. So there he is, that's 101 John Bowring. Wish him the well for this evening. Moving back down pit lane, and the current leader by a handsome margin, currently in the English National Series, points-wise, 198 Andy Stewart. Andy driving this Mark II Ford Escort, a car that was built specifically for Classic Hot Rods to the latest specification by Sumney Howard Car Preparations in season 2013. And you can see completely set up and ready for racing in this class. This car certainly is not lacking in anything as far as car preparation is concerned. So that's 198 Andy Stewart. Andy getting himself ready with plenty of heat in the day, having to combat the heat conditions that we're all suffering with, if suffering is the right word, on a summer's day here in England, but having to use the best of the heat to do as well as they can. Now number 6 is Graham Fulker. Graham having come with his brand new transporter, as we can see there. Drives both Outlaw 2 litre Anglias and also the classic hot rod with this superb number 6. Drivers now getting ready for practice, and the great sound of Lee Wood's HB Viva lining up. Lee in the cab there, getting ready. So that's Lee Wood, 333. There we go. Moving across to Tim Foxlow, 144. Tim, looking to do well tonight here at Ipswich. Really got on the hammer, so to speak, at Hendersford in the final just 2 weeks ago. Stu Wright getting ready. 14121, Charlie Shembry. Charlie getting some last preparations in the cab. Jamie Johnson, the defending East Anglian champion, getting some last minute engine preparation in on the beige and orange car. '22, Rob Montagna, local man, lots of popular local support. And there's Rob himself, getting ready with the 22 car. 31, Steve Gooding, there he is. Hillman Avenger, 4-door, having won a final already this year at Northampton, and we'll have to see how he goes tonight here at Ipswich. New man for 2014 in a Mark 1, black and silver, sponsored by Chase Car Spares. And that is Mick Caton driving car 159. Good to see Mick out, having made the long journey down from Birmingham. And the other man from the West Midlands, the stalwart of classic hot rods, is number 8, Darren Owen. Gives a wave, Darren, be civil. And there we are, so that's all of our drivers, all 16 for tonight here at Ipswich. And we hope that you enjoyed tonight's racing as we all begin to line up for practice. There goes Tim on his way. Very, very hot here tonight, and drivers will be combating almost heat exhaustion from the amount of heat that they will be combating in tonight's racing. Stuart Wright getting ready, one of those few drivers still racing with an open face helmet. There goes Stuart. Right, we'll leave it at that for now and get some practice laps in for the CHRs here tonight at Ipswich. Round 9 of the English National Series.